Welcome. Windrush remembering the sound man and woman them. Part 2. We're in Nottingham with what I call the queen of the sound system movement in the UK. Valerie from V Rocket. Blessing sister.
Respect up every
Yeah
time,
man,
you
yeah
know?
man, yeah man. Good to see you, good to see you.
Welcome to Robin Hood County.
Robin Hood County.
Yes, man. Nottingham, you know?
Yeah, good to see you, my dear.
Every time.
Yeah, man. So let's kick this thing off here. What was your inspiration for being involved in sound systems?
Well, I really start when I came to the UK in 1966. Extended family. My dad came to the UK first, sent for my mom and one of my sisters. And then we sort of came up in pairs, two of my brothers, me and Rankin, another sister, until we all pretty much came to the UK. When arriving to the UK, I found that my parents, my late parents, had a 50-watt sound system that used to play in blues parties.
Yeah.
Because those days, as you know, a lot of black people, they couldn't get into nightclubs. So they had to create their own entertainment.
Yeah.
So then bring a bit of Jamaica with them, you know?
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
So basically, they used to follow a sound in their younger days called V Rocket.
In Jamaica?
Back home, yes.
Yeah.
So them start up a 50-watt sound system.
Yeah.
And my dad was a carpenter by trade. Built him little box them. And that's where it kicked off from. So I came with my brother to find the 50-watt sound system.
Okay.
So it was pretty much
Just,
the beginning of the journey.
yeah, the beginning of the journey. So you land in the UK, your father have a little blues sound around.
That's right.
And that was it, you was in.
That was the start.
Yeah, because Parliament did do the story in last year. We did an interview with Parliament where he gave the history of everything of V Rocket. So really today, for the Queen of Sound System, I really want to talk to you about how the Reggae Girls industry came about. How did that happen?
Well, if we go back a bit in time,
Yeah.
To begin with, it was like seeing my brothers, Parliament, we all went to school together.
Yeah.
And them times, although music was in my blood, cause music playing at the house every day.
Yeah.
You know, we have a blues pot gram and my job Sunday daytime, I have to polish it up, make sure it shine and pretty and them things there. But I had, you know, slightly other interests. But after leaving school, waiting to go college, they used to come in, the son used to keep at the house, and them either play out and not get paid, and things wasn't always smooth.
Yeah.
So my involvement, not say at Reggae Girls at the time, was to say to them, well, while I'm waiting to go to college, let me agent.
Okay.
I'll deal with the bookings. I'll make sure you get paid and then have to do things different.
All right. So you became the agent of V Rocket.
So it was like,
like,
this is my entry.
Okay.
That's my real entry.
Okay.
So it was after I left school, I teamed up with my brother Rankin and with school brethren, them Parliament already tell the story about female youth sound and how them come to be by V Rocket. So I'm not going to really go over that side of things.
Yeah.
So we start do that. Me fly go to Jamaica, start deal with set up. My dad used to go over often, so we set up things with run a Channel 1, Maxwell Avenue. King Jammy's of relative had a brother that live in Nottingham, Rolleston Drive. So I managed to meet him at a Jubilee, one of the Queen Jubilee street party where my parents did keep.
Okay.
And started to link jammies from them time there. And the influx of music and dub plates, all them things are set up and starting to meet artists and them things. So we started to keep our own functions and relying on, that was one of the things them that me bring to the table. Being able to keep our own events rather than
Waiting for people to call.
That's right. And also bringing in artists to perform on the sound. So Parliament tell about the history of Edgington and lecture. We had our own foundation DJs, them the Scraper Bantan and thing, our own brand. But we used to have a style where we like for bringing different entertainers to work on the sound, singers, DJs, many of them. It was in 2002 that I kept a show before that with Elephant Man, the late Captain Barkey, Wickham Man, and a few other artists. And the tour didn't quite work out.
Okay.
And at that time, also, there was a lot of stage show going, and because Nottingham is a small place, and we're next to Birmingham, we used to find that if a package was going to be in Birmingham, it would be difficult to have it in Nottingham.
Yeah.
Right,
on
because
the circuit,
Nottingham, the crowd would split.
Yeah,
So Nottingham would suffer more than it would Birmingham.
Yeah.
So at that time, it started to become a bit of a rat race, right? So after doing that tour and it wasn't as successful, I sit back and say, you know what? When we come into this thing, it was really about the sound and clash.
Yeah.
And the clash industry had disappeared for well over 10 years, easy.
Yeah. The sound clash business was losing.
It had died in the UK.
Yeah.
For me, the UK was the leading place for sound clash. And when the two deck thing come in, Chris Goldfinger, Asher World come on the scene after coming from Jamaica with the Stone Love. As we move and them thing, the whole thing they change up.
Yeah. And radio stations.
And the radio stations as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of the original sounds them we used to clash with was kind of disappearing off the scenes and stuff. And I just decided, say, you know what? I'm going to bring back the clash industry.
The original business.
Back to the UK. Nobody's looking at it. Nobody's doing it. And I remember in Upper, it was, like I said, 2002. And I decided that I'm going to come up with Reggae Girls. And I'm going to start
your own promotion.
A totally different platform. It's still a part attached to the sound, I'm a part of V-Rocket.
Yeah.
But it was like a different kind of entity there.
Yeah.
So I came up with Reggae Girls, and I'll tell you this. I was waiting to go for operation, but I really wanted to get this thing up and running. And because them say two minds think alike.
Yeah.
So I was given a cassette by one of the members, Java, Mighty Crown. And said, "More you listen to that song, V. Them bad. It's a Japanese song."
Mighty Crown.
Mighty Crown.
So that tape was given to you by
a cassette by one of the sound members, him named Java. Them amongst the sound fears.
Okay, you're amongst V-Rocket.
Amongst V-Rocket, yeah. Him used to amongst Java London, but he moved to Nottingham and Java would call him. And him said, "Why you listen to the cassette here now? It's a song called Mighty Crown. Bad." I'm listening to him and I say, "You know what? I carry them money for the first clash." So I come up with UK Cup clash.
Okay.
And I contact Tony Owens and Jamai and ask them if them can come have a meeting. Right here in the house.
Okay.
Never forget it. And I said to them, say, may I create bring back a platform, a clash platform, you know. And I can't touch the road right now, so I want
Front it.
no, not front it, I want to put in some work for me until I'm able to get back out there to complete it.
Okay.
I'm saying, Lady V, no problem. And that is how
The
Reggae Girls come about.
Okay. Yeah, Tony Owens was a good guy to work with, and Jamai.
Definitely. Hard workers.
Yeah,
so
man.
when you put things in them and them get it done, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So that is how Reggae Girls came about.
Can I ask you a question? You heard the cassette from Mighty Crown. How did you get in touch with Mighty Crown?
Well, after doing researches and stuff, I established that Chin, who I work with now, Chin, who is World Clash Platform and Soundchat Radio, I found out that he was agenting for Mighty Crown.
Okay.
So I contacted him. Originally, they was coming up to do a juggling dance.
Okay.
And the dance didn't happen. I can't remember why. Something had happened and the dance never go ahead. Right? And I said to him, sir, we will move it over to this and to the clash.
Yeah.
And we discussed it, him said no problem. And it was Mighty Crown, Willpower, Love Injection, and Radigan.
Okay.
At the Marcus Garvey Center.
Okay.
And that is where it first started.
So that was the first real
Reggae Girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a wicked vibes, man. I'm coming to dance.
Roadblock.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely Roadblock. Because Marcus Garvey was a real good venue, you know.
Iconic venue. But the thing, what made it also successful was the fact that there hadn't been a clash.
No, yeah.
For so long.
Yeah, so it caught people's imagination.
Yes. This is how I got to meet the then One Extra team, Ray Paul, and that they traveled up for the event. And there was people from all over the UK. And I realized that for the following year, it would have been too big for the Marcus Garvey Center. So we ended up taking it to London.
Where was that at in London?
At the Oceans.
Okay, yeah.
In
Hackney.
In Hackney, that's right. One Extra came on board, and Authentic Real Music.
Okay.
Because I needed to have somebody to work with me in London. And I have to mention Bola, the late Bola. Bola was the driver for the song.
Yeah, man, the driver.
But when you speak about Reggae Girls, a lot of people would imagine that Reggae Girls would consist of a lot of females.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case.
Okay.
Right? Reggae Girls was like myself, Bola, because any movements on the road and thing, it would be Bola. If we're spending a week promotion, living in London, or for a week or 2 weeks, it's me and Bola.
So there was you, him, and who else?
Well, the other members of the song was behind the scenes, but the actual legwork
Was you and Bola?
was me and Bola.
Yeah. I saw you come to Leeds regular, you fly through on the tour, dropping off.
Them days, the bucket and pace, you know. Old school, hard knock, slugging.
Yeah.
We would start in London, and we would make sure we have everything, tickets, leaflets, posters. We would do different areas during the day. And you know, London, every night them have something to go on. We go home, freshen up, we hit the streets in the night.
Yeah.
and probably cover 2 or 3 venues for the night, move from one place. If we can't stand up outside of the club when them come out, we do the cars. And we leave from that area and we go to maybe the West End on a Wednesday night. And in the port there, and you would have tons of other people giving out leaflets, right? And I would be at the forefront as a female, and it never easy in the upper because enough of the man them will come out and they may feel so as a female, whatever me I give them, may not have no relevance because it's unusual for them.
To see a woman out there.
A leaflet,
Leafleting. But the leaflets them of people of the UK Cup Clash, booklets them from them time there. They would see that. They would have to take them and they would have to hold on to them because them look different.
Souvenirs.
They were souvenirs.
Yeah, man.
So they would take it home and sit and read it and look at it and save them. So that's how Reggae Girls really started.
So after that first year with like you says, Love Injection, Radigan, Willpower, and Mighty Crown, which even when you brought Mighty Crown, that was like a kind of new level.
Different.
When Mighty Crown start play music, when I saw Mighty Crown for the first time, I was like, whoa.
Wow. it was a different level.
And that reggae music as well had traveled that far and not in no simple way, but in, you know, the music that was playing was on point.
Well, but reggae music traveled from far even before Mighty Crown.
Yeah. But you didn't...
But the fact that there was introduced Japanese playing reggae in the UK at the first time them I say that. And them have the patois talking and the caliber music. Take nothing away from the other 3 sounds doing ACAP because everybody played them part. It was one of them nights to remember. If you miss it, you miss something. If you was there, you not forget it.
No. Yeah, man. I mean, it was like a new beginning for sound systems.
For the sound clash industry in the UK, it was a new beginning.
Yeah. Definitely. I think, you know, like you said, there was a time when the sounds were kind of losing identity because of radio and all of that, but bam. So that was the first stance. That was your baptism in the fresh world.
In the new beginning of the clash industry. And I decided to branch it out because I wanted the UK sounds them to be seen, to be heard. So we started Winner Takes All. So it's a different journey, a slightly different concept. So we would just put a cash prize in the trophy, and we'd get sounds from different demographics of the UK to battle for that money and the title of Winner Takes All. And the winner would not only just get the trophy and the cash prize, but it would take them to UK Cup Clash. Okay. So it was something from one thing to another thing.
Yeah.
And then as time went by, we started to introduce them going, not just winning and going to UK Cup Clash, but also World Clash.
World Clash, yeah. So it was like step.
Yes, so the prizes, it was exciting for all those involved because you win one thing, you're going to 2 other things, 2 other bigger things.
Yeah.
So I tried to make the clash thing expand to a wider thing, and it worked because we had people when 2003 when it went to Oceans, there was people that came in from Russia. Unbelievable. Japanese, Canada, America. People flew in from people was getting locked out of the venue. I remember a young man coming from Liverpool without any ticket. And he offered £100 to be able to go in, and he couldn't get in. He couldn't get in. We moved it to Stratford Rex. Again, 700 people was left outside. Couldn't get in.
You had to get there early.
You had to get there early. All your place.
Yeah.
Buy your drink.
Yeah.
Cause you make you only go to the bar once time.
Yeah.
So you buy where I buy and put it at your foot.
Yeah.
You know? So.
So wow. There's so many of the dances. And like you said, it was not just a one-part thing. It was, you enter one part, there's an opportunity to go to another part, which then there's an opportunity to being there next year. So it was not just a simple, like it used to be, a clash dance. You go to the clash, you go home, it done.
That's right.
Yeah.
You come up trumps and your journey continues. But your journey continue anyway, because the whole idea, and I used to say to all the sounds them, if I'm to count up the numbers of sounds that are taken part in Winner Takes All, for instance, I'd be lost for numbers.
Yeah. And you
and
took
then
it
obviously we went on to Rumble. We never reached Rumble yet.
Yeah, we don't reach there yet.
So I always used to encourage them, you get on these platforms, right? You're a winner. You don't have to walk away with the trophy. You're still a winner. Your name is out there. Getting yourself together, so on and so on, and doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Because that is the easy. They don't wait for the promoters them to call on them. The easiest and one of the best ways sometimes is to team up and do your own little clash them. Don't just go away from Winner Takes All, or don't just go away from UK Cup Clash or whatever big tournament that you've been in and wait for another call.
Yeah. Do something for yourself.
Keep the momentum going.
Yeah. So how do you feel, as a question, how did you find it being a woman in the midst of all these men, and how did you find it? How did you find it first? How did you find it?
I get asked this question all the time. The thing is, my sisters left home at a youngish age, set up their own homes. And I grew up with my brothers and their school friends.
So you're in the midst of man from time.
That's right. So the house, like I said, the sound was always, the sound was kept at the house. Them come round, food cook at night time. We used to run boat all 12 o'clock. When I talk about 12 o'clock, I'm not talk 12 o'clock midday. I talk 12 o'clock at night. Boat a run, food a cooking at the kitchen, domino a play, Ludi a play. Una do that. Music a play, or in the kitchen a reminisce, or them time there, everybody a say Rastafari, reasoning a guana. So it all happened. And it was predominantly men. So I grew up around a lot of men. So, and I felt quite protected. Right? So I was like in the middle of my brothers and all. The guys, them Parliament, Ruben, all the man them from them time there, who was around them time that when them gone and next set replace them.
So you didn't find it difficult, even out of town, Birmingham, London, it didn't make no difference?
No, because I would always be rolling with some of the man them.
Yeah.
Right, and I was well looked after, and I was shown a lot of love and respect. Not everybody are gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? But you show people respect and you show people love, and you get back that you're rewarded with the same thing. So I was kind of used to growing up around all the guys them. So
I mean, for me that's it. Like I said, I call you the queen of sound systems, but it's again for other women out there to realize that they can get involved, they can try to make a headway.
Well, a lot is involved now. a lot of things has changed from them time to till now. All heap of female
Yeah.
is involved in
My
the
lady in
music.
Birmingham seems to be doing a lot.
Taliba,
Yeah, Taliba in
that's
Birmingham.
another queen.
Yeah.
You know, Miss
Yeah.
in London. There are so many, and even if it's Texas Ranger, she every year when you see the festivals, she's over there playing real authentic. You can name so much women that is involved in the music. In fact, I remember going to before the pandemic. What's it for them kept a thing in Birmingham. And the majority of who turned up for it was a question and answer. A lot of iconic people that was on the panel. And it was predominantly females that was there asking the question, interested in the industry. So there's so much females now, home and abroad. And even if we step out of the sound system culture and you look at how many female artists that has broken through.
And promoters and
agents. Right. And promoters. So, you know, we're doing our thing, man. The females, them are out there and they should be respected. We have to work a bit harder than the men, right? But guess what? We get things done, I believe.
Yeah.
And we get things done properly.
I agree. I think yes, and that's what we wanted to show with this Windrush, remembering the sound, man them and women them, that they, you know, women are. It's not just speaker boxes and man carrying in and man.
No.
There's women in there, and we wanted to that represented. So to get this opportunity to have this interview with you was really crucial for me, because I wanted that out there. I want that out there, that, you know, women can enter this game and can be positive and successful.
And women are in the game.
Yeah.
Like you say, Taliba, she has a website with thousands of followers.
Yeah.
And
what's that? The British Sound System.
Sim Collective.
Collective,
right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I take my hat off to her. She's doing a great job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been on enough of her Facebook chat sessions after some of the events that have gone 45 Clash, 45 Lock, all them, and she has a good.
And the great thing about it as well, you know, you put things up there, and it's not just the UK that is aware of what's going on. It's worldwide. So, you know, our platform is.
Yeah.
Top class.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Enough respect.
Yeah, enough respect. I mean, the British Sound System Collective, yeah, man, big time. Because I made sure I joined that, and, you know, I mean, so yeah. So, I mean, hopefully in the near future, I'll get to interview her.
Most definitely.
And talk about that.
And she did, as you know, with Taliba, her father's
Gladdywax. Yeah.
Sir Gladdywax.
Sir Gladdywax, sorry.
That's my title for him.
Sir Gladdywax.
Yes.
Yeah. So then let's go back to you. I'd like to ask you a question, and you may find this hard to answer. If you had to go back and look at all the dances you've done so far, the clashes.
Yes.
Which would be the one that sticks out in your mind? I know we talked about the first one, but, you know, if you had to go back and say, you see that Pacific dance there, which one would it be? I know it's going to be hard for you to choose one.
Extremely hard. Extremely hard.
You know, one that when you came away from it, you really felt, you know, that was...
The series of UK cup clashes.
Yeah.
I mean, even a lot of the winner takes all. There was some magical moments in them.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about, I would probably say, could I say more than one?
Yeah, go on then.
The year when, oh, this is so odd. The year when Ninja Man
Yeah.
hosted
Okay.
the UK Cup clash, Stratford Rex. I'm getting a bit old now, so dates is not my
Yeah,
greatest thing.
The year when Ninja Man. You don't have to know
When Ninja hosted it, as you know, one of the rules, because I believe that sounds should be able to get forward without having to use derogative language.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of the real hardcore fans want the rawness.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but I always made a round in there that
No profanity.
no profanity,
No bad language.
no bad language.
Yeah.
Right, let's see how you get on with the crowd without having to tell people about their mother or about any bad
cussing.
word,
Yeah,
any
yeah,
cussing.
yeah.
Let's see how versatile you are. And I remember Ninja coming out and saying, your shoes could have lean. If you cuss a bad word, you're gone. Bass Odyssey was leading the clash, hands down, all the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't see them losing that clash. Every round was a forward, right through the late great Scringy. And I remember Scringy, it was a 45 round as well.
Yeah.
And I remember Scringy coming out and taking the man and said, people, imagine them a play 45 and not even that them can get up forward. And when the bad word come out, I remember the whole 3,000 people in Stratford Rex went, oh! Cause them know I'm gone. They couldn't, and why it's memorable for me, Scringy was so passionate about what he did. He loved the sport so much that I remember him going to a corner. And this is the first time a lot of people's going to know this. He took himself away in a corner and cried. I mean, living eye water. Because
that was
not
the rule.
only did he let himself down, but he let the team down. And he was a broken, devastated man.
That night there.
Yes.
Come back with a passion, but that night there.
So that was one of them, because that clash was something else. And then one of the other ones that's very, 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 very memorable was when Rodigan and Bass Odyssey ended up head-to-head in the 1-for-1.
Okay, that was in Stratford Rex again?
Stratford Rex again.
Yeah, I was at that, definitely deep in that one.
And Rodigan played the tenor saw.
Yeah.
And the roof came off. And the only thing Mark could find at the time was the Jimmy Cliff.
Okay.
Well, as you know, people now know that it wasn't Jimmy Cliff.
Yeah.
And hands down, that night, that clash was, it was tremendous.
Yeah.
The vote was redone. Rodigan, in my opinion, got the vote. But they decided to vote again. Some people were saying no. Some the hardcore, one thing with Bass Odyssey, the fan base is
deep, big.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
And they voted again. And well, Rodigan insisted.
They vote again.
The gentleman that he is to vote again. And he ended up losing the clash. But that clash, there was all the dinosaurs, the dinosaurs that was in that. It was one of those that you walk away from and it was one to remember.
Yeah. I'll give you a third one. Give me another one. Because
Wow.
I'm just enjoying some of the memories, coming to some of them things and standing out there in the crowd and watching that unfold. The Ninja Man, yes. The Rodigan one. Is the one that Rodigan did win?
No.
No? Did Rodigan never win one?
No, Rodigan never won a UK Cup clash.
Okay.
the rest of them are so close. There's moments in so much of those clashes that it's really hard to be because you can single out different performances on different nights, different year. That you know it's really hard.
Okay. Let's move on a bit to the rumble. You mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah. How did that come about?
Well, the UK Rumble was a offspin from the Rumble series that Irish and Chin is responsible for. So Chin started the Rumble series, and it actually started in America, and we decided to expand and take it global. Canada, as you know, Japan, Europe, UK, America, and the Caribbean. And that really came about from Chin. So, as you know, with the Rumble, I think we had 3 in total, if I remember correctly. 2 in Leicester, and 1 in Telford. And as you know, with the Rumble series, the winners would end up at World Clash. And it was Rise of New Champions. So all of the sounds that you'd originally see in World Clash, like the Troopers, the Matarons, the Rodigans, the Panthers, the Mighty Crown, all of those sounds wasn't the sounds them that you would see in Rumble. We wanted to find fresh blood.
So who would be the sounds in Rumble? So give a couple of names.
So for instance, in America, you had dynamic. It would just be.
And in the UK,
it could be juggling sounds. It could be sounds that play out every week on the juggling scenes by dub plates, but don't clash. On a day, on a weekly, on a regular, right? So it would involve them, and it would involve sounds that are not always getting. Yeah, so they don't have to be well known, but we know they've got the artillery and they can deliver. So we would go around the different countries and we'd find these sounds and invite them to play on the Rumble series, and the winners would end up at World Clash.
So in the UK, in the UK, a couple of the sounds that are, because funny enough, I interviewed Observer.
Yes.
They're 2018-19
winners.
Yes, so they're waiting for their
the
World
grand
Club
finale, which it will be the last one, taking place on, hopefully, May 1st, Sunday, May 1st,
2022. Yeah.
At the Birmingham Academy. O2 Academy in Birmingham.
Okay.
So I don't want to tell you too much.
No.
But apart from it being the final clash, World Clash, because after 23 years, Irish and Chin has decided to put it to rest.
Call it a day on
and
the
call
World
it
Clash.
on World Clash. So we will be doing something before the World Clash starts.
Okay.
But we'll wait until that happens.
So I'd like to touch on that. You seem to have developed a really good relationship with Chin and them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Since I met Chin back in 2002, we have kept a good business relationship. We like brothers and sisters. We share the same passion, the love of the music and the culture and the industry. I work with him with Soundtrack Radio, which has grown massively over the years. So, you know, at the end of the day, yeah,
Yeah. No.
great working with him.
Yep. Well, Queen of Sound System, I'm going to wind this down. It's been an honor. It's an honor to know you personally anyway, because, you know, we have
We
a
go back a
relationship.
long time.
A long time.
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah, the legend of Leeds, man. The icon of Leeds.
Yeah, well, it's you know, it's an honor to have got the time in your busy schedule to take this, especially under COVID and all that's
Yes.
going on. And I know you was at Corporal Billy's night last night,
Yes.
and you know, and you're still keeping. And I have to pay you. I constantly pay massive respects to you about what you've done and how you've kept it real and how you've professionalized the sound system. I think for me, you had a sense of professionalism in how you presented. Even some of the booklets I've seen, you know, that wouldn't have been done before. So I kind of want to, you know, give you full respect, manners and respect for what you've done, bringing women to the forefront of the sound system game in the UK and in the world. So yes, Miss V.
Well, Upper, let me say this. It's doing what I do is what I enjoy doing. But if the support isn't there, then what I'm doing counts to nothing. So I have to thank the people them over the years that has supported the events, that has showed me love and respect. I can't stop thanking them enough, because without them, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And thank you for, you know, speaking to me about it. But without the people out there, there's no Lady V. There's, what I do would not mount to what we're discussing.
Yeah, it's been an honor, honest. I could speak to you for hours, because I know we could sit down, like you say,
Yeah.
put pot on and eat
That's right.
and talk and start again.
And forward again.
Yeah, man.
And thanks to all the sounds them, because you know what? I love every sound, right? The business is so difficult. Cutting dub plates, the costs, making these things. You know, we transform from, this is where we started from, the tube amplifiers.
The valve amp.
You know, big up Les. He resides in the US, but he used to be in Birmingham. I remember as a young girl traveling to Birmingham with my dad to get the amplifiers and the preamp them worked on. You know, so big up all the sounds them all over the world. You know, since the lockdown, people didn't realize how many sounds they are globally. Crazy amount.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you know, the live streams, we were able to, you know, and respect to the people them that set up the live stream platforms, because it you know, people was able to see so many sounds that they'd never heard about or even knew existed.
Yeah, 45 Lock is been a big eye opener, and some of those other platforms.
Yes, there's been so much platform. I don't even want to start naming them, because I don't want to miss people out, right? But there's been so much. I'm not even going to start naming.
Yeah, no.
Right, because I don't want to leave people out. They know who they are, right? Enough respect. They've put the time in to keep people entertained. The sounds them that's had to go on the platforms them to try and keep themselves current, to do things until they could get back into the nightclub and things. And yeah, enough respect all around.
So, enough respect to Lady V. Windrush remembering the sound system, man them and woman them. Thank you.
Enough respect, my brother.